behind the SMG duo of Hydra and Kismet just felt like they always found so many openings.
Well, how much do you put it to the title and how much just the team change?
I think it's a bit of both, no doubt about it.
Gotta be. Well, we get ready to go. I already hear the "Let's Go Clayster" chants in the venue. Felony on the squad now. Gwen been looking so strong. TJ back in the mix. And this Carolina Royal Ravens team, Joe, for the last couple series we've casted for them, they have come out and fought. Now, they've got to a map 5 each time where they have fallen short, but they've been playing people tough. The respawns have looked good. We'll see if Felony and the lads can get going early.
Yeah, well, just get going early. It's exactly that. Clay with 2 kills, Fellow looking over him. And I think what Fellow just does to this roster, he brings a calm presence on this stage. We hear it in the comms. Keeps everybody, hey, let's stay focused here. Doesn't get overexcited. And I just think it helps someone like Clay, right, to have that balance on the team. Because Clay is the absolute complete opposite. He is playing with so much hype, so much energy, and you know he wants to beat Hydra in the Subliners.
Well, and he's just one of those guys, dude. I've said this his whole career. One big play away from just throwing a game on its head, just completely shifting it and going nuts. And speaking of going nuts, it's Gwen with the pistol. That is banging right now. MCW into the mix as well. 3 in a row for him. Clay was on 4, 5. Finally, Gwen's gonna get shut down, but the pressure into the hard point here, looking to rack up some time early.
I mean, this is just like, you know, you're controlling, sort of be control, but Simp and Skyz with the MCWs, that is 3 in a row. So a chance there for Carolina to really build this lead. But New York, a team they ain't going to land. It happens to the best of us, even our pro players. Does look like TJ's able to sneak on through. Carolina, they are starting to rotate, but look at this. TJ, he's gonna find the kill, fight for this scrap time, and you see the yellow arrows immediately turn around as TJ starting to snap. 6 kills on the board. Clay there for the trade. And on the other side of the map, you do have Gwen and TJ spawning up, controlling this P3 area.
Just a quick question to you about just being on land, like kicking off yesterday. Do you see anything from like a gun standpoint that stood out? Like I was wondering if like the Renetti was gonna maybe be a little bit better as you saw like Gwen get that kill. I didn't really see anything that stood out with the rival of the MCW that was that nuts. Like, oh, they're not getting that kill online type thing.
I mean, the match we casted lasted 45 seconds, so I didn't see much besides Ultra being Toronto Ultra. But over towards P3 rotation, you win this early on. If you are Carolina, you got a 50-point lead. A great start here on this first map.
Looking so good as you look to lock down Junk. Head on a swivel inside the point. It's the Ravens' chance getting started here in the venue. Gwen up top taking orders, but Kismet able to get the pick. And now see if New York Subliners can start to rally back into this as you are getting tested early and often against this Ravens team. And you gotta think, like each map, like you go in a hole of your Subliners, man, it's just question marks across the brains of these players.
Yeah, we saw last year they had a lot of ups and downs, right? Winning Major 1, but then after that, it wasn't until the end of the year. So this is a team that, obviously you don't want to go through periods like this, but they have experienced it before.
That is very, very true. But it's Gwen from up top that's able to get the double and answer the 2 you saw from Hydra. Tough gunfight there from Sibs. It's a frustrating one through the railings, and he's got multiple players to deal with. You can see via X-ray from Skyz POV. 3 inside, he's just trying to get information, maybe get some tags in, but it's all time for Royal Ravens. Still 50 seconds here to work on the hard point, Joe. You got 3 in a row for Gwen right now, who's hitting triple positive. Gwen is bringing it. Yeah,
and right now you're really just fighting over hill control, but they knew about that. Everybody bringing out the rivals for this hill. Civ with 1, Gwen with 1, and now New York only down 30 behind that break. Clay's gonna find one office spawn, and now TJ's starting to work up this pinch.
I know you love that though. This is old school player. Like sort of wait, take your time, get a really good push, don't get staggered, and how successful that was. But you get right back in now if you're Royal Ravens. We're starting to think about the other side as we get ready for the rotation to come up in about 15 or so seconds. Skyz bringing it on one end as he's his 10 and 7. Getting close to that 100-point mark if you're a Royal Ravens. Solid lead, lock pops on the minimap, and now we get ready to go. Playing from back diner, you'll have TJ there early. We'll see if he can win some fights.
Yeah, but on rotation, it's been Hydra. He's won a couple of gunfights. He was 4 and 8 now, 10 and 9, starting to get going over towards P5. You're gonna have Sid in the hill, and he's starting to slay on out, but TJ right back into it, and now here comes this 4-on-3 push, trying to use their numbers to their advantage, and they're able to get through for now, but here come the reinforcements of the Subliners.
Yeah, still a skirmish around the point, but good patience there from TJ. Just wait until he can get the pick, then collapse with the rest of the team. Hydra is taken, heads off, and he's able to stay up. Nobody in the point for now as everyone's just battling around, trying to get a foothold here for position. Felony, the newcomer to the team, sitting at 6 and 10, but Still plenty of time to get going as the pistol hits there.
I mean, honestly, these last couple of hills, both teams just really fighting for map control, right? Just not flooding those hills, taking their time. You will get these final 20 or so seconds, and that is just a ridiculous shot from Clay. The snap, obviously, that's a rival on the Hydra, but not easy. He's up top near that satellite, but now Clay trying to find Skyz, and you know, through this first set of rotations, a 40-point lead.
Some of the stuff we see in the rival too, range, like it can certainly hit. There's the other side of it. It's the rival just absolutely obliterates Clay. Second story. And now as we get into our second set of rotation, get ready to get going. Subliners looking to see if they can get a lead change. He's still got 45 here, but it's TJ looking to pounce. Not quite able to get through. Sib able to get on his belly, but Gwyn will be there for the trade.
Legends gonna have a one-on-one for now. But it was Skyz who was able to take him down. Nice shots out of Gwyn, up to 13.
Like half his kills are on his pistol.
But meanwhile, Skyz has just completely controlled top red, looking over P1. He's up to 17 kills, 5 in a row. And now you start to see Subliners starting to win a little bit more of these gunfights. Skyz looking for that cruise.
Yeah, Sib's done a really good job like in the hard point during this. Like he's been able to pop and get a couple of kills. We know what a difficult position it can be. I think he's gotten 3 or 4 from the point, which can be so hard to do. Usually you're just laying there in your belly like, how do I get involved?
Well, usually it's a rival, right? That's the difference. He's got the MCW, can take some of those gunfights. But on this rotation, still a lead for Carolina. But is down to around 15 points now. You're gonna have Hydra on the point. Clay just rips Sky's head off. No cruise missile earned for New York.
Go. TJ. Fellow through in the mix. Hydra just trying to stay up and lurk. The information is he's there. Gwyn just able to get across. Hydra gets so much damage in, but he doesn't actually get any kills. He got 35 left to go here. Still comfortable inside, but how long is that gonna last? Not long if Kismet snapping like that. Gets a little bit of help on the second one. 3 through there for Subliners. You get back in, and now you're looking for another lead change. These guys are just throwing punches at each other right now, Joe.
No, a nice comeback here from New York, right? You started to feel some momentum shifting their way these last couple of hills, starting to win some more gunfights, but a chance here for Carolina to win a big P3 rotation. They're already set up. TJ off spawn, spawning across the map. He got taken care of. New York know this, so they're gonna try to go for right now. Carolina down 14 points on top of New listening with Carolina.
We can go fast, okay? I'm going over. I'm getting your back right.
P100, take this time. That's point 10.
I have your back right, bro.
And one bottom market, guys. Sit, bottom market. And one
bottom market, weak. He's getting on market.
Market, yep. It's a huge 30, guys.
On time on me.
Market 1-5.
On time on me. There's 2 on time on me.
Let's go on bridge.
2 on time. 2 on time.
Make sure we row, guys.
Yep. 2 on hold. It was Kiz and one other. Kiz and Simp, I think.
Kiz dead at all. He's on me post pillars. He's going to open.
Top new.
Top new and old. Last 2.
Paco dead top.
Top new. They're going to spawn diner, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, Skyz it all. Alright, we're good.
Alright, I'm in new. I'm
they
going
played
top.
mid last time.
They're trying to wall me. They might hit in quick.
I heard.
I'm trying to get you.
Yeah. They stunned open the doors. I naded it. I'm holding your top. Our pinch is open.
Test the nade front.
Our pinch is open.
I'm still on. I'm trying to get a pinch.
Okay, I'm just holding our top in a corner.
I don't
Whoever's top 3. Yeah. Yes.
I can look back door.
He's on me market. He went top market, Skyz.
Top on me weak.
And back door list.
Top, challenge.
I spawned right.
Top in is
top market. He has a trap bridge.
Top drop down time.
We spawn P5.
Spawn bridge.
They
Top
could be
3rd or something. Top trips, Skyz.
I kill trips maybe.
Paco's yellow card back alley. Paco's yellow card back alley on you.
Back out. I'm one shot.
And one soda.
You got a frustrating sequence at last. You didn't get the early setup here for Carolina. Like the comms are there, the positions are there. They just kind of get smoked, but now they're fighting back in.
Yeah, I mean, you heard fellow. Our pinch is open. That was the right call. That is where that push was coming from. Just you had nobody back bridge really looking over it with an MCW. It was just all sort of in corners with the rival. But as you said, it was the fight back through from Carolina that has kept them in this game, because it was a P3 break, now a P4 break from New York, gives them this solid lead. But with the rest of this scrap time, you're going to be within 15 points. If you are the Ravens, we're going to head on over to P5 where Subliners is going to be set up.
This could have easily been like an 80-point deficit. Like you're looking at game, honestly, if they're not able to break in. This is some terrific stuff from Ravens. Now you still got a chance. 14 points separating these teams. New York going to be in the point early as TJ knock. What's up? Able to get in, take out Kismet. Now they'll get into the hard point and take control. Down 20, trying to make the rally. It's TJ. connecting there with Felony. Felony's popping off. TJ with another. He's up to 23 and 22, leading the way for his team right now. TJ, some question marks maybe with him coming back. He's been in and out of the league, but doing it right now in this map 1.
I mean, he'd just be such a streaky player, right? We saw his hot start, slows down a little bit, now starts to get going. New York, they're gonna need a break here. This fellow on the hill. Again, another lead change comes in, so we're gonna see. This fellow's able to have a FaZe free. Nice shots on the one. Back over to TJ's POV, maybe to fight for the scrap time, and he's gonna win the gunfight on the Hydra.
Yeah, you still have, what, 15 or so seconds here that you can get. So healthy chunk of time. Then you're get back to mid-map, which you know how hard it can be to get a lot of time. Last time, it was Sid there from New York that did a really good job inside. We'll see if New York can do it again as we get ready to rotate.
Yeah, but it was Skyz, right? He's really the one who set them up, but he does it here again. I mean, he finds 2 kills on rotation, up to 26. We'll see if we'll finish here if you want. We're going to go to the second hill over to Carolina. You have TJ on the pinch, maybe trying to find the opening. The trade's going down. Hydra on the hill, but it's fellow from the top rope to take down 2. Looking for number 3. He connects up to 21, and now Carolina putting the pressure on the Subliners.
Now, fellows had some big multi-kills down the stretch. Remember how slow he started? He was like 5 and 10, now 21 and 21. You're about to that 240 mark, just 10 points needed. Everything on Subliners now with this upcoming push is they get ready to go. Sib is there making the play inside, able to get 2. Still 1 player lurking. It'll be TJ, but you have the numbers here. You cannot win it now if you are Subliners. You've done enough if you are Royal Ravens, so we get ready for the rotation.
I'll be honest, Carolina, they spawn very close to that back alley. They catch Skyz off guard. Skyz actually spawns here again, taking his time, but he's going to put some shots in. Fellow's going to find it, so now it is a clean rotation for Carolina here. Map 1, 10 seconds, they win it.
Here we go, baby, just 5 to go. Winning the fights inside. TJ still getting the damage. Kismet just trying again. He's able to take out 1. Win. Good job just getting on his belly. Letting him cover from above. And Clayster is roaring. It's a map 1 victory here for the Royal Ravens.
This is what we talked about with this team. They have looked solid since adding Fellow, since adding TJ in respawns.
Yes, in respawns. Yes.
They have looked solid in it, and they continues here. I mean, you know, again, they beat LA Thieves on this map, but just a great job. They get out slayed, but they kept it messy, right? It just felt like there was a lot of times New York playing for certain map control, just never really found it. And then someone like TJ at that P5, able to just walk on in, get a couple of kills, and that setup is gone. It's a 12-point win. I mean, you had a great game out of Sib, a great game out of Skyz, but on the other side, it's TJ leading the way.
Feels hard to like fault Sib at times when they're losing, like, and you just target him because he's the one change, right? But like, he's 6K damage, like he's putting up numbers. Gwyn got it going earlier with the pistol, but I think you heard in the listening like what fell out of this team. Just the calm there. You know, he was calling the pinch, I know, but once they got broke too, just not too much panic. Even on both breaks, we got to hear both times they got broken there. And it was just always sort of like, all right, let's set up for next. All right, let's rotate. Like, they never really got down on themselves too much.
No, I mean, and that's just with this title, you have to be able to respond, right?
Yeah.
I mean, whether it's a full 60 hold on certain maps or a break of your own. And I think Carolina, that second set of hills, that P3 and P4 were not great for them. That's probably when they'll go back and watch the VOD. Our setup was not great here. TJ was spawning out. I thought that's when New York, we're going to start to run away with it. It was sort of right here in this point of this highlight. You had the 40-point lead. You hit the P3 break. Kismet slides on in. That is a 4 dead. But as you said, it's right after that. The response from Carolina, then this P5 break from TJ just keeps the game close, and they execute towards the end.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. When they had that 40-point advantage to the break up P3, I thought that was it. I really did. I thought that was going to be it. But they do it. They keep it going. They get deep into the game, then once Gwyn's able to get inside, a good job just laying down. Let the boys look over me. Take that close gunfight if you need to. Just don't get picked out of the point. Don't put the pressure on them to race back in. Just trust your teammates. Oh, I think I clearly heard what he said there, Joe. He had some thoughts about the Subliners.
Yeah, well, now the problem for them is we're going to a search and destroy game 2. Again, the search has been fantastic for New York. You're going to an invasion, though. You have not played this in an official match, right? So Carolina trying to find something, and Carolina, with this new roster, they are 0-4. They've gotten to a couple of game 5s, just haven't been able to execute.
Yeah, I think we were chatting in the green room. One of the guys, I don't know if they talked to a fellow, but it's like they haven't really got many search and destroy reps, right? It's like we've got like one scrim.
Yeah, I mean, just focused on respawn for now, and they're just going to wing it. I mean, some great S&D players on this team. It's just you're going up a juggernaut in S&D.
How does it change, though, for you, like, once you get the land? Anything for search that's maybe going to help you a little bit?
I mean, I think a map like Invasion, Search and Destroy, one thing that's tough for them, there's no VOD to really hard counter New York, kind of the way they like to play it. But Invasion is a map that we've seen sort of on offense, sort of taking it slow, trying to find a pick. It's standard setups for the most part that you will see. So I think this is a fundamental map this team should be solid at.
We're going to take a look at some S&D defense stats as we get ready to go into this map, too. You see the record. I mean, Carolina's not going to have much to shout about, but it's also going to be, we're just not going to take a whole lot from it just because the team change happened so recently, but it's like the search is kind of the same.
Yeah, 0-4.
Yeah. So that part you can.
Yeah, no, I mean, this is just it. Every graphic we're going to show of their Search and Destroy, it's not pretty at all.
But the good thing is you said, like, haven't played it in the official match, so probably in the early going, it's going to be, I don't know, who might catch somebody off guard, and then as we get deeper into it, who's going to make the adjustments?
Yeah, no doubt about it, right? And yeah, we'll see if New York can kind of bounce back. You feel like you go down 0-1 in the series after getting 3-0'd. This is when you need guys like Kismet, the leader of this team, to stay locked, because it feels like we saw it all last year. When he is playing at his best, he's the X factor. This team does not lose.
Yeah, and he just hasn't really been able to get in that rhythm often this year, it feels like. And I'm not to take anything away from as a player, some of how this game has been played, like how it is right now at the MCWs.
Yeah,
the maps they'll play.
Tough.
It is, but like I agree with you. He is the X factor 100%. When that guy's taking over, it looks like aBeZy on the map. Like they are so frightening. But now map 2, as the fans thus far have been behind Royal Ravens, they were able to get the victory in the early going. TJ, when he's in his bag in Search and Destroy in his career, he has been one of the biggest threats on the map. The Iceman getting the first blood.
No, Observer teams should be a little mad about that one. Yeah,
I was speaking it into existence too.
Yeah, we were on his point of view, and you had this very aggressive setup from Kismet and Skyz inside a cafe, and you saw the crossfire come in from Skyz, and then Kismet just wants to make sure nobody was getting aggressive. He gets caught, but the trade's gonna work on out. Now Clay is all the way through the defensive base, and he's gonna find a second one. Beautiful shots onto Simp.
Yeah, cooks him, considering Simp, the 6K damage in the map 1. Now on Skyz to try and clutch in the 1 versus 3. And we'll see if he can do it. Some time to work with, surely, but now
to work with, no stun, so every gunfight did a straight. We know how difficult it is on this site. It's just DJ with 2.
You see the extra there's just in that one. TJ with the final. TJ going early.
Yeah, and you know.
3 is Gwyn just shotgunning him up close and personal. Now gonna be Hydra left alone, 1 versus 3. His spot has been given up. Now we'll see what he's gonna be able to do. Is to my understanding, for those of you watching at home, some technical difficulties hearing Joe and I guess we're back. Hello, hello.
Yeah, we're still hot to the house, so.
Yeah, no, we just kept on casting, so sorry for the technical issues, but welcome back. It's Felony. Again, getting involved. Just a great job staying alive throughout that round. Just so much of it. They're so worried about his position.
Yeah,
Hello there, handsome people.
I mean, right from the get-go, right? I mean, the early shots come in. He's down to 13 HP. They try to nade. The team kill comes in. You saw the repositioning from New York to deal with Fellow. Repositions again, and then, you know, just allows Gwyn to find those easy kills.
Yeah, it just feels like those mistakes are the ones that maybe the Ravens should be making.
Yeah.
Not really on the other side of it, but hey, it's called
no pressure on this team.
True.
At times, as we know, when you play your best.
How many times have we seen that in the history of Call of Duty? Been casted a long time. Sometimes no pressure is everything. Is Gwyn feeling himself? First blood thrown into this. 3-1 up. 4-3 advantage in this, but his fellow drops. That advantage disappears for a moment, but TJ with the kill. He's on 3 in a row, 6-1. He started things off, but he's been playing so strong. No trophy on point. Skyz just gonna send it. They are so weak. Now it's all gonna be on Gwyn. 1 versus 2 though. Can the young man do it?
Yeah, they bait a smoke, I think, as well. And yeah, you kind of saw just sort of the issue with this A bomb site. That nade comes over, just weakens them both up, and Skyz is like, this is a free 2-piece.
One of their bodies is still pulsing. He got hit hard, Joe.
Yeah, no, he's dealing with it right there, but much needed win there for NYSL.
Yeah, because that's looking good. You know, off the back of the first blood, if you are Carolina, you get a quick trade for TJ. As TJ got to 6-1, and then we just saw that nade hit. And I didn't see their like health values at the time, but look how fast they drop. I mean, it's 1 bullet for each. Literally a bullet, and they are gone. Skyz quickly pushing off of that. Then he'll get the final one. Fantastic play there from Skyz, and that gets him to 4-4. So he was sitting on a kill before that. But now it's where these mid-game adjustments start to come. This is where you think the deeper we get into this, more of an advantage for Subliners, you would think.
Yeah, you would think so, but again, just not a map they've played a lot of in matches. Gwyn with their early first blood, some trades going down around A.
I think it's back-to-back first bloods for Gwyn. He's got 3 so far out of 6 rounds.
They deal with Hydra, so now you have this man advantage. That's where a 2-on-2 goes down near the middle of the map, and Fellow comes out on top once again.
Gunfight at range. Clay able to stay up full, get some damage in as well. Now what can Sib and Skyz do in this position? You are basically opposite each other. And you're hoping you could just maybe get a pick, turn this into a 2 versus 2. But plant your feet right now if you're Royal Ravens. Just don't give up. I mean, this is where you have one of those bad deaths, right? Like, don't give them a one-on-one without a trade.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say the one player maybe to focus on would be like TJ, right? Because we've seen that solo player around Broken. When they die, they typically lose a round, but they heads up over towards the A site, and that is just where Fellow has been consistently. He's been so darn good. Even that right there, just finding the info. Clay with the stun, get a hit and the pre-fire. Here comes the rest of the team. Fellow with another one.
Sib's like, I'm going through it.
The Ravens are up 2.
I mean, Fellow, we know how impactful he's been at Search at times in his career.
This is just a little bit different. He used to be the guy.
It is just flying up mid-map, you know, call him Mr. Mid-Map at times now. A little bit slower, but still, when he needs to make a play, you know he can do it.
Yeah, but making a play with this team, finds that 1 kill with the crossfire, then gets the info, just a nice little shoulder.
And then that stun just immediately in Sib's pocket. That's where you're like, I'm dead, boys.
Yep.
Up 4-2. Again, 3 in a row for Felony. You got 3 first bloods on Gwyn. You're winning the first blood. We're 4-2 right now if you are Carolina. And TJ's maybe looking for another. Not going to happen. Gets a wee bit aggressive. Players on both sides. Sets one up for Sib. Sib's second first blood here in our map 2.
Yeah, when trying to get aggressive, but you had the crossfire set up. So Sib able to give that call out to Kismet. Play though, able to bring it back. It Fellow, they get a little bit too push forward. Give a couple of 1v1s up. And now from a 4-on-2 into a 2-on-2. Kismet though does not matter. He's gonna take the gunfight. Give them man advantage now down to Clay. 1-on-2.
And this fight can be this fight's hard.
Has the read.
It's like if you hit your shots, they're all gonna be headies, but
he hits them all.
So tough.
I mean, heck of an effort there out of Carolina, because you turn that into a 2-on-2. A nice early round start for the Subliners, but as you said, you see the players talking through it, what they want to do. Especially offensively, the Subliners just trying to find anything right now.
Yeah, no, 100%. He took a little bit of a gamble there, maybe if you're Carolina, and I mean, keep them honest. I'm with it. Still got the advantage right now. Felony, leading all players at 7-3. Who's going to step it up for Subliners? Checks the wrong corner. He looks right. Gwyn is left. The trade comes in instantly, but that's a fourth first blood now for Gwyn. I know that one's, yeah, we're doing 3v3 pretty quickly, but he has been involved early and often.
Yeah, I would love to get out, right? Maybe find the second, place for the second, but the trade is there. And now still with a minute left, kind of keep your Carolina on their toes, but you can see the two players. There is a trade. A nice nade out of TJ, but look how aggressive Fellow and Clay are. They're just kind of going. They're reading the map so well. They know in the 3-on-3, they don't want to leave TJ by himself for too long. And then Fellow's able to work the pick, and Fellow's going to find another one with the angles. Look at the play calls, how confident they are with the way they're playing this map.
Yeah, and this is just one of those, it could just be more standard, right? Like you feel like, I know we haven't seen them play, but like you think they'd be pretty comfortable here. Now you need one more round. Can Carolina go up 2-0? Can New York win a map this event? I don't know. Woo! I love you too. Here we go. 5-3. One more round needed. Can they do it here on offense? They've been doing so well in the first blood department. 5-3 advantage. Gwyn's been leading the way there. Can Gwyn find another? Maybe keep an eye on that number 6. Not really looking to be involved yet, but he's the one that's been picking him up.
They were able to find Kismet. Kismet, again, got aggressive through Cafe. He's going to have to back down. So you're in a more standard round here for both of these teams. The crossfires are in. Fellow just going to back down. Maybe just try to find a nade with a teammate. There is that info. Stuns open the door. Gives himself the angle. Sim now has to play his life. He's the only player here kind of behind an island. As soon as that goes down, Hydra tries to get aggressive and he backs away.
Pretty sure Fellow has taken like 400 damage in this round. He just keeps getting ripped. He's been one bullet like 3 times. But guess what? You have to drop. Now you get aggressive. Clay's gonna come with a wide peek. He will get traded out instantly. 20 seconds now to go. Smoke is out, and Hydra wants to go right through it. You gotta make a decision quickly now if you are Royal Raven.
They're gonna rotate.
Starting to track back on the other side. Simp is going to get dropped. Gwyn wants to get involved. Fellow winning another. Skyz now left alone, trying to get there in time. See if he can just get him off it. Can he get him? Not gonna happen. 2-0 edge to Carolina.
And that is just understanding the map that they are playing. How much time do we have to execute? Right, we saw the smoke go down. Hydra's thinking this is an A-hit no matter what. Simp has been on an island the entire round. And as soon as Simp, he gets pushed up towards Alley, right towards the end. He gets picked, and the call is B is open. We gotta go now.
And you only had like 15 seconds on the clock. You need to get there quick, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, there was a chance there if he gets that bomb planter towards the end to win the round. But it does not happen as Carolina now up 2-0.
Carolina team's looking like a threat. You gotta think, I mean, with the way they've been playing Respawn, I know it's been a week. It's been a week of like solid Respawn. If they can just get clicking in search, man, and you know how it'll happen at an event, right? Like, you just, things start working. Every decision you make just works in search. Suddenly things are clicking and you're on land. If that can happen, who knows? We got ourselves a dark horse, bro.
I mean, it's not even, they don't even know what works. They're just, they're trying to figure out maps. Again, I think you look at sort of the vetoes in New York, they opt to play a map or allow it to go through where you have 0 reps. So New York's probably like, screw it, let's go for it.
Unbelievable. It has been a Carolina house so far. Everybody behind this team, and they are rallying up 2-0. Your defending world champs are up against it. Are they going to win a map? I don't know. But we're getting ready to go to break. When we get back, we will see if they can bring it back, or Royal Ravens, will they run away with this one? Don't go anywhere.
The painted aBeZy bundle is available now in the Call of Duty store. Inspired by the folk art of Oaxaca, this stunning bundle offers colorful, vibrant, and mythical items you gotta check out.
Start the season strong with the Call of Duty League Pack. Grab yourself the CDL Operator, Weapon Blueprint, and so much more. Check out the Call of Duty store in-game now.
Here we go. Welcome back and ready to get to it. Here we go. You gotta dig deep if you are New York. You are up against it. It's been all Carolina. We're gonna take a look at some control stats as we get ready to get going into this next map. But man, I thought they'd be tested, but I think they'd be in an 0-2 hole, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, looking at the defense metrics for both of these teams, again, looking at Carolina's stats going to be a little bit tougher just with this newer roster, but on Karachi Control, we saw them able to take down FaZe just last week for the NYSL. Again, just a lot of question marks here with their control. 1-3 on Karachi Control on the year. They've lost the last two. They just lost it yesterday to Minnesota Røkkr in round 5. You're just sort of questioning sort of the teamwork. Why isn't it similar to last year? They're trying to work through things. Can they find a little spark in the match on this map?
Yeah, I think we were all kind of shocked when the change came through. I think we all love Simp as a player. He is fun to watch. His moments can be incredible, but it was just what needed to be fixed exactly when you just won in a 5-0 fashion in a champs final so quickly. And maybe the ceiling will be higher for this team, but we sure as hell haven't seen it.
Yeah. I mean, I think we've seen individual moments. You just saw one
for
right
the
there.
team, hell no.
Yeah, Kismet right there, right? He had one versus Vegas last month, last month versus Vegas, 25-15. Can he be what they need?
Hey, somebody, just step it up in a big way, because you're firing on all cylinders right now. If you are Carolina Royal Ravens, Priestahh and the boys can be playing with some confidence, but now you get a little break throughout the commercial. Hop to the restroom, look to fire back. It's Kismet with 2, but Felony winning some gunfights to get them onto the point. As TJ about has his second bid done, he's able to win that gunfight too right after we swap off him. Now you get the Felony on the other side off of his gunfight win. He's gonna head to the other points. Now you gotta make a decision how you're gonna deal with this defensively, and you're gonna kill just about everybody. There's one more one-on-one on the point, and Priestahh's in trouble. He's 0-3 to start.
Yeah, I mean, Simp he takes care of A himself. So off spawn, Hydra wins the one-on-one versus Fellow in the middle of the map. Simp takes down 3 of Carolina. You're hoping to be done with A. Time extended, but that is not the case. Only 2 ticks, some pressure over towards the B point for Carolina. Gwyn very weak. Nice job by Hydra. And as you said, Clay 0-3. So with these close B spawns, Carolina, they're just kind of going for it, putting pressure towards B, but so far it has not worked.
Hydra trying to hit those shots at range. You stop the clock for now. They're looking for an extra minute. You're working to get up top if you were TJ. Not going to happen. You go 2 for 2 on either side of this, and now you get the extra minute to go. Even though you got on B a couple of times, you're able to stop the clock. You weren't actually able to get any damage onto it, but you get a kill behind Gwyn. They're able to trade that out quickly, though, so no easy transition for Royal Ravens.
Yeah, and then Skyz just really just dealing with the push over towards B, the transition over towards B. Doesn't find both kills, but slows Clay down enough, so there's no threat over towards the B point. Inside of red, though, comes the next push. TJ Gwyn with the rivals. Fellow just with some awful timing starts shooting the corner.
Oh, it's like his fellow lagging out. He's just looking at the wall. But yeah, just awkward timing for him, as you said. Hydra stunned up, lurking by the bus. They're hunting for him. Got him turning in circles. Now Hydra can pounce. He's able to get both. Only 9 lives remaining now for Carolina Royal Ravens, and they're trying to push out Junk quick.
Yeah, trying to go fast. They know a couple of players are off spawn, dealing with players coming off the alleyway. Skyz with an nade. You're into 11 versus 7, though.
Nice job.
Again, just not allowing really anyone to get towards this B point. I think Fellow was the only player really to touch it so far. They have just been standing strong, and now 4-life lead. Maybe a chance here for Carolina. They find a couple of kills. That's going to be 3 dead. Simp, the last player alive. We've seen players with MCWs in this spot take over, and he finds 2 to once again 3 lives for Carolina, and that might just be enough.
I mean, the hell of a job by Simp. You're in trouble there. You've got 3 down. You're hoping for 1 to delay them. 2 is gravy. Then you're able to stay alive and help your teammate get the 3rd. Gwyn gonna be the last guy up at a 1 versus 7. Oh, there's some lovely shots with the rival, but just not enough time, not enough lives. That'll be a defensive hold here for Subliners early. But he's shooting right now.
Yeah, just staying hot. is Gwyn finding picks, and he's going to carry this streak into the next round. You see Skyz smiling there like, ah, damn, that boy is shooting.
Good thing there's not a couple of Gwyns left on the map.
Yeah. No lives remaining for Carolina, but yeah, I mean, a couple of moments, Sib over towards the A point a few times, then over towards B. It's just they never allowed Carolina anywhere near that point.
Yeah, I didn't touch on it. Other than when Fellow got there early, that was really it. But we'll see. Maybe this turns into a streak. You take 4 in a row into this, keeping the gun hot. Incredible stuff there from Gwyn. But he is hit by a nade and tagged up at 30 HP almost instantly. Able to get back to full, and the snapback is there. That's going to be a tough one, though. The trade is there. Simply too many people for Gwyn to deal with, so no streak going to be coming into it. You saw what a great job Sib did in the hard point from that position. This time, not going to be up to the task. His Clay's just trying to get going. He looks a little flustered. He's 4 and 10 right now. He's got to step it up.
And this is a map we saw online versus FaZe, where he just completely took over, right? I mean, it was like prime Clay.
Did he start a little slow, and then he had a big play and really heated up?
Just really heated up. But we'll see if he can find that momentum and get back on defense. Maybe when things start to work over towards B, maybe he can play that sort of Sib role. But right now, speaking of Sib, he is starting to cook. Another play on the objective for him, and this should get A done.
He shoots real straight, so he gets this spot, he gets an idea of where they're coming from, and he is beaming, but like he seems most comfortable when he's just getting there by it, whether it's the hard point or whether it's the A point. But now in transition, what can they do? Eyes on the Gwyn, trying to get damage in and swap to the pistol, and that'll hit there for Skyz. Hydra with a headshot of his own as well. He's at 16 at a Hydra at double positive. He is stunned up, just trying to stay up. Hydra not quite able to take down a third in that sequence, but still significant stuff done so far within this map too.
Yeah, the problem is though that one player was Fellow, right before that death. He was the last player over towards B on the transition. He found no kills. That's when Hydra was able to win a one-on-one. So all of this is given to New York, right? They deal with all Carolina off spawn. Now you're gonna have 2 players on the point. They are dominating this round.
Poor Clay's in a body bag right now. He's 4 and 15. They have not been able to unlock him at all within this one. You're onto this quick. Last point to go. It is a fast one here. It's New York. Maybe finally coming alive.
And we've seen this at times from this team. Once they, I don't know, just find that emotion, realize the scenario. Like, hey, we are down 0-2, about to be out of this tournament. We got to get angry. We got to get pissed off, whatever it is. Starting to play with some fire. Maybe we're finally starting to see it.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good way to get the edge here. An offensive round that takes a minute. That was certainly successful. You're 19 and 10 if you are Hydra, nearly 3,000 damage already through 2 rounds. He has been terrific. Can they close it out here defensively, or do you get one of those big plays from Clay and he starts roaring? Because nearly quadruple negative so far in this one, just cannot get anything for positive momentum.
Oh, I thought Hydra was going to sneak on through there. I think Fellow hears him pop the Diddy right towards that second because he dodged all the nades with the lightweight boots to get aggressive. Sib, though, he's just going to back down. This is the last player alive for now. It's going to be Clay on the point. TJ getting aggressive alongside of Gwyn. That's going to be 3 dead. Let's see what Carolina wants to do with this.
5 in a row for Sib. Can't quite make it 6. You're able to take him out of the picture as well. Carolina, you're sending 3-4 while leaving 1 on the point. The problem is Clayster loses that one-on-one as he can't buy one within this map 3. The rest of the team steps it up though. Felony and Gwyn getting all the kills. Kismet's gonna be the last guy up, but it was Sib in this position. In that round 1, he was able to get 2. Kismet just doing a good job staying alive as long as he can, but it's Gwyn and Clayster through on the feed as well. Some damage getting done on both points. You got 1 tick down at both, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, you were just never able to get into this spot if you were Ravens in round number 1. But really, it was Fellow, the transition player. He just kind of snuck up over towards B, found the 1 player playing on an island, and that allows them off spawn to just hit this point now. B is done. They have 2 minutes to work with. Already a tick done at A. We may be seeing a round 4.
You got 5 spree right now if you are Gwyn. We'll see if he's able to get the cruise. Clayster on 3 in a row. Maybe he's starting to feel it a little bit within this map. Come alive a bit late, but a chance to get to another round. There's 6. There's a cruise. Now, can you just seal the deal here on the point? They have a 6 life advantage, 90 seconds to work with or so. picking them apart one by one. You're in a very good spot right now to get this to a round 4 if you were Royal Ravens.
Yeah, they don't send like too many resources over towards the point. They're dealing with one player top red, now dealing with the player up top in Skyz. Now you're able to get TJ onto it. Now that's 2 in. Clay with some nice snaps. He's had a couple of sprees now, up to 11 and 17. Again, really struggled through the first 2 rounds, but Carolina on the board.
Here we go. And I think that's huge too. Like, even if you don't end up winning this map 3, just to fight back a bit, like, just don't give an easy one, like a quick one to New York where there's like, all right, boys, here we are, we're back into it, let's slam these guys. Like, make it competitive. They've done just that by getting into a round 4.
And I just love the way Carolina set up that play over towards B. Just leaving one player on A, just thinking, you know, having New York think, all right, they're going to go for A, that's where they're going to finish, and then they're going at offense. But they sent Fellow over there. He's able to find the kill.
Well, I thought once they lost a player on A so fast in that play, I didn't think it was actually developing them much, but then they kill all 3. So, yeah, becomes something real quick. Now can you hold defensively? Because last time on offense for Subliners, it was a fast round where things fell apart.
Start mimicking some gun sounds, maybe.
Pew, 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 pew.
Yep, pew, pew. 1 dead in Fellow.
Boom!
Clay 5 in a row. We'll try to get that audio fixed for you as soon as we can for the people in house. And there we go. I can hear it now.
We're back. Yes, let's hear it, guys. Positivity and love. Thank you. We love you all. You sexy individuals.
Simp with some nice shots. Skyz hanging out. And you can see Carolina, they're just like, let's just not give up B early on in this round. Kind of what we were able to do last time through.
Yeah, keep it a little bit cleaner. Off the capture today. Second bit of progress is done. Kismet patient with the shots there and able to take it and just able to get away with 12 HP. As he's going to start to maybe work over towards back alley. Holding that was Gwyn for a second, but now some awkward time as they're going to little ring around the rosy.
Gwyn's going to need some bad timing. This is actually not great for Carolina because Clay's going to have no clue, no idea that where this player is. And Gwyn off a spawn, maybe thinks, all right, Hydra's the first player through, but here we go. Kismet, he's going to be onto the point. That is going to be 3 dead. Nicely done from the Subliners. Last player forward is going to be Fellow.
Clay spawns like in Hydra's pocket. Able to get the pistol out and get the kill. Bit of progress already to be done. Just trying to get over the dumpsters. Gwyn's going to call the streak in off of this. Simp is at top bus. Trophy's going to be able to eat it as he will stay alive. Getting back to your spot is Kismet, but he's going to get cut down. You are in trouble right now. You've got to get a clearance around the point. And Simp still winning fights there with Hydra. A team kill comes through as Gwyn is going to fall. They've just been laying top bus. You get into the mix if you were Kismet. Second bit of progress is done. You're just getting chopped down as you try to get over. And I don't think you're going to get close to that one. Good night. You get a map on the board now as you're in business if you are New York. You look strong there in the map 3, Joe.
No, you absolutely do, especially their attack. I mean, Carolina could just never get comfortable with what we saw. There was never a player back cafe finding multiple kills like we saw just last week. Even right there, it was very patient out of the Subliners. You saw Fellow kind of pushed on up. They just ignored him, dealt with the players back alley, and just really bled the lives out of the Ravens.
It sort of start with that sort of awkward sequence they're getting by Gwyn, where it just was it the opening for Kismet to get to the point?
Get on the point, kind of start right there, but also during that 3 go down, right? Just sort of a 3 clean dead.
True.
Allows that setup to come through, and I think really you got Hydra going, you know, obviously our MVP last year. When he is in this form, they are so tough to stop.
They really are. And Clay started to turn around. He was, what, 4 and 15 or something at one point. Then gets up to 15 and 22, starts to bounce back. They get a successful round, but you're going to push him a bit, but it wasn't all that competitive there in the map 3. Now we get ready for terminal hardpoint. Thoughts on that one going forward?
I mean, we really haven't seen Carolina play this. Or on the other side, I mean, looking at the vetoes, it's not the worst thing, right? I think NYSL like 0-2 on this map. So again, when you have such creative, aggressive SMGs in Kismet and Hydra, this kind of negates that, right? This map, it's all about security control. We all have seen it. We've all played it. So it just doesn't allow them really to make those kinds of plays that they want to on the map.
It's pretty rare. You don't know where people are when you're playing terminal hardpoint.
Yeah, you know where they're at.
Yeah, you usually know right where they're at. It's just a matter of, can you win the gunfight? Can you use your utility? Do you got a trophy? Have all the little intangibles, but yeah, just making those individual plays where you get lost, you finesse, you do some wild stuff. Just not a lot of playmaking ability here.
Yeah, and obviously New York, I mean, not their map pick, so they're going to have side choice starting on that stronger side. Can they just carry that momentum we saw in this map to really build that lead that we see through those first couple of hills on Terminal?
And just consider, listen, I know you won the map too if you're Carolina, but the search has not been great. Like, do you need to win it here? Do you need to win this map 4 if you're Carolina?
Yeah, because Game 5 is one of their best in Subliners. I think they're 3-0 on high rise, and a couple of times we have seen Carolina on high rise, they're 0-2 with this roster. I think it's 5-12 round count, so not the prettiest. I mean, I guess at least you have some reps, but New York, it's been one of their comfort picks on the year.
Yeah. So win it here in the map 4 is what you're thinking.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But who knows? Who knows?
I mean, when we've casted Carolina these last couple of times, it's been going deep to a map 5, you lose the map 5. I think they're definitely thinking, let's win the map 4, boys, here. We don't need to get into another search and destroy. We did what we needed to. We won that map 2. Can we win another respawn? We start with a strong side on here on Terminal. You want to get some damage in? Oh, sorry, you said New York starts with the strong side here on Terminal, correct?
So I mean, obviously, when you're up 2-0 in a series, you're kind of the underdog.
Yeah.
You always kind of want to close it out in that map 3. But, I mean, the fact is damage is done. You're up 2-0, right?
Yeah.
As you said, kind of damage done. Let's just get this over with. That's what you're hoping.
We'll see if they're able to do it. We'll take a look at the hard point metrics of where we have been sitting. This is coming into the match for the last 3 maps, and I think you see there where it's turned. You know, if this was going back to the beginning of the year, that margin's probably now a -2.8 to -50 or something when you're looking at maybe the hard points earlier on. But as of late, they've been so competitive. They look so much better. Clay, TJ, Fellow, these guys have dyed it back, looking like prime time in their careers and moments. You need that again.
I mean, now it's 4-0, but 2 Karachis, 2 sub bases for this Carolina team. Obviously, teams gotta have to figure out kind of, you know, if they continue on in this tournament, how to veto against them. But I think sub base was the easy call because that is where they've just looked so darn good.
No, they really have. They really
That's
have.
why we're on Terminal Hardpoint.
Well, the Terminal, we get ready to go. The pressure on New York is there in losers bracket early. Get knocked down there yesterday unexpectedly by Røkkr. Røkkr, who's been hot out there 3 straight in the league. They come. They weren't scared to play him. They knock him down early. Then Clay and the boys like, all right, cool. We're playing New York Subliners first round of losers. Didn't necessarily expect that, but Clay and the lads looking to get nasty. This is Mr. Map 4 with his 31-23, 1.35 KD that he was able to put down against Atlanta FaZe. Can he do it here? Map 4, Terminal, underway.
Okay, coming into this for Subliners, 0-2. On Terminal Hardpoint. Starting on the strong side, though. TJ's able to work through Bookstore, trying to find maybe an early pinch while the rest of his teammates come off at spawn, but kind of what you expect. Starting strong side, finding that early time.
Yeah, you're going to see this more often than not, that's for sure. Soaking up the time early, guys. Just holding the angle close. Getting the objective time for his squad. Clayster just comes jumping up over the top, able to take it. It'll be Hydra through the mid-cut. Hydra is snapping, feeling it early. He had a hell of a map 3. You don't want this guy to get going because one of the most fighting in the league. But you see the strafe there with the mobility for Netty. That was looking naughty.
Yeah, nice shots there from TJ. Now Carolina have to go. 38 points earned in the first hill. Already in that setup, Kismet. It's going to be 3 dead for Carolina. The last player was Gwyn, maybe with a chance to flip the spawns, but does not happen. He gets taken down, and as you said, I think this man already got going last map, 29-20. It just feels like what he is, I mean, one of the best POVs to watch in the CDL when he is locked in. This guy is an enigma.
Honestly, the sound I made was when I saw the spawn come in for Ravens. I'm like, you're tracking it.
Hold on now.
Terminal trying to get
Hold on now.
Start to line it up as TJ dials it back again, as that'll be 3 for him. They'll bust through quickly. Sliding on through and just slapping him in the face. Sib gets put down. Gwyn making plays. He's there with the read too. Kismet maybe back down for now. My guy's in his bag.
I mean, you're going to find the last 20 or so seconds. You can see 3 players spawning out. They know where Kiz is, so you're just getting this setup. Job well done if you are Carolina. Now you're trying to hold on to this rotation and get this hill.
Yeah, otherwise you're down 100-0. Yeah, no, you needed that.
Need that, but now how do they want to play this? Because they have security spawns. That's going to be 3 dead. Maybe they want to try to hold that, and that's going to be the play. But a couple of players spawn behind. Skyz with a bit of a split top Eskies. Fellow, he's going to have the play call, and now he's got to give all this info to his teammates, but NYSL right off his spawn able to take down 3 of their own.
6 in a row for TJ here, lying prone, but not quite enough juice there, and then the MCW to get the kill. So you'll battle back in with 30 seconds remaining if you're Subliners. Now you think about fighting a rotation if you are Royal Ravens. They're already tucked away deep. It's going to be Hydra. They're able to get one through the mid-cut and Skyz. Kismet's going to get dropped. He loses the one-on-one on the other side of it. Now some big gunfights in front. Comes down to a 1 versus 1 for now. Hydra on one side, Felony on the other. All right, Fellow's able to pick him out of it.
Yeah, you just have the spawns, though. You have the security spawn. I mean, you have to deal with all of these players. I don't even know. Skyz already crossed. The cruise is in from TJ. Comms will be coming on through. He's going to hit the roof. Maybe just trying to find some info. Not the most effective cruise that we have seen, but
hey guys,
Skyz
just
still
so you
on
know,
the points.
The roof's dead. The roof's dead. But they get in.
They get it, and they get the spawn. So this is great for Carolina. Another couple of force sprees as the gun's heating up here for the Ravens.
It looked so scary at multiple points early going in this where you were Subliners, you had a chance to run away with it. But now Glacier is clipping wigs as the drop shot is in. That's 6 in a row for him and up to 9 in 9.
It's 6 in a row for Fellows. Also 2 more cruise missiles to go since that P3. The Ravens have come alive. Now they have the lead. They have security spawns to carry into P5 in the next couple.
Oh my God. What a sequence here from Royal Ravens. 10 seconds left, and now we'll get into book. You had a presence here already if you are New York. They're fighting back and forth. Glacier backing down for now. Maybe waiting for some help, trying to get the read on the other side of the snap is there, but the gunny is up for Hydra.
Fellows got to play this smart. You see, he's just all the way in the back here. Clay does spawn up Dreams. They're trying to find Hydra, though, number 4. They're able to find him to keep this side of the map. That's a heads-up play for Fellow. Very calm, again, just waiting for his team, and now they are going to go. That is a veteran play there from Fellow.
Hydra right off spawn, right back into the midst. It'll be Esky's side here for Subliners. 20-point advantage for Royal Ravens. The streak is still going for Fellow. Still on 8 in a row, locking down book with TJ. Fellow's gonna drop, TJ still here. TJ gets 2, gets on his belly, and then Glacier comes through with the kill. You're gonna get up to what, 40, 50-point advantage out of you this time is TJ just sitting it on forward. 5 in a row before he drops. My man's getting nasty.
Yeah, another 5 spree for Carolina. As you said, 13 and 8. So through the first set, I mean, you have a 50-point lead if you are Carolina starting on bad side.
That's impressive stuff.
Yeah, impressive work. Now for the Subliners back against the wall, our world champs. All the pressure on them, but it looks like Hydra, I think he gets a dream spawn, so maybe a chance here for him, but on the hill, all the gunfights going the way of Ravens. Kismet off a spawn hits the stun, but you see on the bottom side of the minimap, it's Gwyn versus Hydra. Gwyn's gonna trade it on now, but some more pressure is here. That is just a ridiculous chow with the Renetti.
You wasted so much time from 2 players if you're Hydra. You're able to get them off the point for a moment, maybe if you are Subliners. But Gwyn right through a book, right over the decks, and he's ready to get mixy yet again. Still the 55-point advantage sitting, 20 seconds remaining on the hard point.
And I think why the next, I mean,
those are lovely.
Hits.
Those are lovely.
The next hill right here at P2 is so important here for Ravens. If they win the majority of this, they could lock down Burger later on, but Clay right now lining them up. NYSL down 70. Let's go to a listening with Subliners.
Two elevator, 1 time.
I don't see him out.
I spawned in plane, bro.
He spawned in plane.
Yo, get on me, team. Glass.
One more glass. 1 shot.
Yeah, get on me, slow down.
1 shot, back to 2. Yeah.
We'll have to bid together again.
Yeah. Get on me, Teach. He backed up to the corner. And one's in the back elevator. And one's close right corner on me, Teach. In the hall. Close right.
I stunned it. Guys, good job. On time. Back
corner. Good job. Shit. Nice. Flip. Yo, turn around. They're gonna be playing.
I spawned playing this one S.
We're trying to here.
I spawned in plane.
How much am I? Whole week going front cockpit.
Yo, back there, ammo pocket, 1 shot. There's 3 on you, 3 they're weak.
I think you heard the listening sort of like, they're kind of like, what's going on? We got to slow down. We got to slow it down, boys. We are getting hammered. They're down nearly 100, but you still have got a chance here. Show that world championship form. Start to bring it back if you are Subliners.
I mean, this is just so tough. This is honestly what we see on like Invasion, right? Setting up for Palace Hill. It's the same thing here for Carolina. To me, you just take your time here and make sure you win rotation to Røkkr. As Fellow able to find a big kill on Simp on rotation, they're going to try to break this plane hill. Fellow's gonna stay Dream side to cut off the reinforcements. Carolina going for the throat.
Yeah, and this is where you could do it though. Like, you've got your choices on how you want to end things. You can win it here. Now all the pressure, you've got to send it forward to plane if you're Subliners. You got to worry about the rotation. But Carolina Royal Ravens are thinking, get him out, send him packing, send him home. It's Gwyn is on 3 in a row, and now Felony rallying up the slide. There's 15 more points needed, and big old Fellow chopping him down. Not quite able to take out the last, but you still got the victory here. You can feel it, you can taste it. It's waiting in the wind as Clayster with 2. This one is done. See you later, New York. Fly on home.
Did not see that coming.
I feel like you and I kind of did in a way though. Like, we've been casting Carolina so much since TJ came in, and like they've been so close, right? Like, they push it to a map 5 and lose. They push it to a map 5 and lose. But like, we're watching this team improve. You're watching them improve, and now you get to land. There we go, baby. Woo!
This is just losers round 1.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in the crowd's just happy we got to see a map 4 on the day.
Hey, we didn't have to restart either. Yeah. What do you know?
It's all about the improvements, baby, for the Carolina Royal Ravens. And on the opposite end, NYSL, some big question marks heading into stage 2. Because, listen, online, was it shaky at times? Absolutely. But nobody expected them to go home and lose this round 1.
World champs pack a punch. You're looking at the world chumps. Like, you just, I don't know what you are right now. And I know last year they had up and down moments, but double bop, you win a map? Yo, Priestahh is in the back like,
well, he's in losers round 1 too.
True.
Yeah, he's focused on his game, but this game flow, I just think the early start here for Carolina, starting on bad side, you see P5 being up 50 points. You are in control. What it does for the rest of that game puts all the pressure on NYSL.